It's back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and berries, it's Magic Brad here on the Magic Brad Show. It's 9 o'clock on a thirsty Thursday. I don't have my cup. Oh, my God. Seeing we're doing a virtual live, I'll do a virtual drink with my Magic Brad Show cup that Bo gave me. Tastes kind of dry. That was stupid. I'm going to bring Bo on so I don't get into my craziness because I could get carried away with myself. But we're going to talk more about gratitude. The altitude of gratitude. Where is he? There he is. Good morning.
Good day, fine sir. How are you, Brad?
Wonderful and half and then some to the 10th power of infinity. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That's impressive. Okay, yeah. I'm good, man. How's it been? I haven't talked to you for a week or so. And things are good.
Things are changing. It's kind of weird. I'm really good at shifting my perception because of the magic thing.
Yeah.
You just got to make that shift. But sometimes it's hard to get out of your pity party and you get all wrapped up in stuff. But like the whole thing about my Facebook account being closed down, I finally got another one. So I'm kind of back there, but I don't have all those friends. But that's kind of a good thing. I look at it as Facebook helped me weed my friend garden, and they just got rid of everything. I start fresh.
Hey, that's a good perspective. And by the way, that post was a fabulous post because the reality, there was some vulnerability there, Brad. It's and I think that's really healthy to say, hey, listen, this didn't feel right, and I lost connection. We all need a little connection, even if you're introverted. You still need some connection, and when it was just all stripped away, that's hard. So I appreciate the post and the perspective, and then looking at the silver lining on the other side of it is also fabulous. Nice work.
Well, I've had a Facebook account since way back when they used to put the state. It was my name, then .mn, because we're in Minnesota.
Sure.
It was a long time ago when they did that. And who knows who was in there, because I've been doing a lot of different things over the years with the expos and all that. And then I got into some weird make money online stuff, and the connections were probably not good. So Facebook looked at it and said, you know what? We're just going to let this guy start over. but it's a shock.
Yeah, right. It is. Yeah, I have not had it happen yet, but I know plenty that have had that suspension or just lost it. And it was this feeling of panic, this true loss of connectivity. So
when you were in grade school, did they ever, I don't know, maybe they didn't do this to you over on the west side where it's more civilized, but they used to set us in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll stand in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, that was your punishment. Yeah.
That's not very nice, sitting in the corner.
Right on. Yeah.
Maybe if there's some mirrors or something, you can see what's going on. But
right. Well, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, continually gratitude. I mean, it ends up being a very interesting thing because I think human nature, you tend to think about yourself.
Yeah.
Like for me, I started getting all poor me. And then that's, like you said, that post that I did, it was a little vulnerable. I kind of put it out there. And that's how people are able to reciprocate and show that they care. Because when you're sitting there all by yourself, and I actually used Monica to kind of put it out there and get some other people connected to me because I want to take baby steps. I didn't know if Facebook was going to say, okay, you got a duplicate account, we're going to get you. Right. So I took baby steps on it. And when I felt comfortable enough to do that. So I think it's really important that a person gives in. And when you think more like metaphysically on it, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Right.
Now, the reaction doesn't need to be negative. It's just a reaction. So when you give out good, you're going to get a reaction of the good karma coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. What you think about, you bring about, right?
What you think about, I've heard of that,
Think about, you bring about. I read the book, The Secret, that concept. It's fantastic, and I have really quite a bit of belief in it. I know others that are just like, nope, that's not accurate at all. But I truly believe in a lot of that, and in the world of gratitude, the more you give, the more you gain. If you're not doing it to gain,
Those naysayers that say that that doesn't work. An example I'll use is if you don't know how to speak Japanese, and you go to Japan, you will learn to speak Japanese because you're embedded in the culture, and you are going to get some reciprocation and learn the language. You'll learn the culture.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and with every exhale, there's an inhale after that. Otherwise, forget about it.
That's right.
So I believe in the law of attraction, because you just, whatever you put out, that's what you're going to attract. Because if I go out and I start breaking windows and looting and burning things down, someone's going to hit me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You're going to attract a certain reaction. That's correct.
This is a topic that I find a little bit irritating. I'm on another platform where you put posts out about stuff and then they answer things.
Yeah. Okay.
You get that engagement. I did a post about the concept of monetizing peace.
Huh.
I only got 2 comments on it.
A monetizing peace? And you got 2 comments? But if it was something negative, you would have had tons.
Probably. And another analogy I use, if you're driving on the freeway and you see a car turned over and someone's laying out all bloody and they're dying, you look.
Yeah.
But if you see somebody walking down the ditch picking up paper and litter, you don't so much look.
It's a non-issue. Yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, that's weird. For the sake of humanity, that's a strange deal.
It's human nature, I guess, kind of. We're probably concerned about other things, but you do end up, hey, there's a fight. Let's check out the fight.
Sure.
So you got to be able to.
Speaking of human nature, guess what some people are struggling with right now?
What?
Gifting paralysis. There are a lot of people that wish they could lean into customers, friends, family. They know they want to do it. And it's too much of a process. So guess what? Another year will go by and they didn't send a holiday card, or they didn't do this, right?
That's interesting.
It's literally a true thing. Like you have intent, but it's too big of a deal, right? So it doesn't happen. My own family, like we stopped sending. I'm a card sender, but we don't usually send a holiday card for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm going to get it done.
Well, it's interesting.
Like, I need to do this.
I've got that on my mind. I didn't think about gifting paralysis, but it sounds like you've been researching a little bit. I got to get something for my wife, and the clock is ticking. We're in December. Right. And I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that system that you and I are working with, that banner season mailbox power thing, and do a Christmas ornament and put a photo on there. I want to do that for stocking. And
there you go.
Weird. It's easy to do. It's just a matter of getting around to doing it. So that after our show here, I'll probably get that done.
Just this morning I was in a Facebook group and I saw somebody, an insurance agent or a realtor, I think insurance agent, said, like, they're just kind of stuck. Hey, what am I supposed to do for my referral sources in this right now? Like, I'm not going to see them. We're shut down wherever she was at. I thought there's an intention, but just help me. Like, I just need somebody to handhold me. So I just said, here's a link to something that might solve your problem for you. And if you need more help, let me know. But that is not, it's more common than people want to admit, right? On the other side of it, if we're going to pitch the system that you use, right? I received a couple fabulous cards in the mail yesterday, right? Season greetings, holiday cards. I love them. Really nice, great pictures, really well done by some of the big brands. You know, I'm a fan of Shutterfly, Snapfish, those kinds of things, right? They make quality things. When the card hits your hand, you're like, okay, that's really nice, right? Here's what I don't love. I don't love their logo all over everything. I don't love their advertisement to be posted up all over my wall. And that is one of the things that I find to be superior with the system you use and that I've used, is that there's no extra labeling or branding. I don't need it, right? It's like it doesn't minimize the impact. I still appreciate the card.
Well, why
do you have to have your brand all over it? Why?
It's there if you want it. If you wanted to put your brand on it, you could. But
right.
Stuff like you said, Shutterfly and stuff, you don't really have a choice. It's just there. Right.
Like if I send something from my agency using their system, it's not only going to have my logo on it if I want it there, but it's going to have theirs. I don't need to promote their company, right? I already spent my money with them. So those are things that I think are just a little differentiator with what you do.
It's a big differentiator, because I remember getting those calendars all the time from insurance guys. You know, you get the big calendar and, okay, now I got American Family on there for the rest of the year.
Right. That's intentional.
The calendar works, but I think it would be different if it had, 12 different things of my pictures would be more interesting. And I would probably remember who sent it.
Sure.
Who gave the gift. It's, oftentimes, how often, I guess that once in a while, I got this gift and I can't remember who gave it to me. Usually kind of can remember, especially when they've got it, like in that system I'm using, the drip campaign behind it that's sending them something every periodically once in a while. It
Right.
kicks inside of their head.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Want to be know, liked, and trusted and remembered, and that's one of the key things to it. But you don't need your branding all over it to accomplish that goal.
It's gotten very, very important these days because, like you're saying, with this COVID thing, normally they go out on their run, they bring, they make a bunch of cookies and stuff, and they bring them over to the office. How's everybody going? Merry Christmas. Put on the hat and do all the thing.
Right.
Ain't going to do that no more.
Not this year.
Not for this year. So you got to figure out something otherwise, because somebody else is going to.
That's exactly right. You can still get in front of people. You just have to do it a different way. And using the mailbox is a key way to do it. Things might be taking a little longer this year, but if you want to get something in front of somebody, you can do it and safely do it, right? Not worry about having to push the intercom button to get in the door to go see somebody. Just get it in the mail to them. They'll get it. I
just had a conversation yesterday with a guy, a real estate agent. I was looking in on LinkedIn, connecting with some people in real estate because after my event business kind of vaporized until something changes, I decided to help real estate agents because I feel that real estate is more secure.
Right.
So I was talking with him, and he's a young guy still learning about marketing and stuff like that. And he's kind of stumped, wondering, how can I go out and go to the networking events and the cocktail parties and hand out my card and all that stuff? You kind of can't. But the United States Postal Service is still here.
That's exactly right. And they do their job pretty well. Most packages make it to their intended destination.
I've always been fascinated by that when I used a lot of postcards when I was doing magic, performing full time. And I could send out a postcard back then. I think I could send it for 11 cents or something like that.
Sure.
And I would look at, okay, how many of these postcards can I send before I, break even? And my shows back then were like $350 or something like that for a half-hour magic show. That's a lot of postcards you can send to one prospective client before they bite.
Absolutely.
And I could send them to Hawaii for 11 cents.
Right. Well,
That's amazing.
With the system, right, you can send a monthly postcard to a prospect or a client and spend less than $5 a year to just stay in front of them. I'll give you, I received one. So Brad, I got to show you this one. I got in the mail. It was my half birthday here last week, my half birthday, right? So this is the first year in my entire life I've received a half birthday gift or package or card.
Half a cake with that?
This is the front of the card. I'll go there.
Okay.
Okay, it's got my name on it right on the cover of the postcard. It's clever. Right. It's in the same font. Very well done. It's all downhill. Like, that's a tough opening, right? So if you don't know what you're getting, you're like, wait a second. So you flip it over, and it says you're halfway there, Bo. It's your half birthday. Hope the second half year is better than the first. It kind of has to be since it ends with your birthday. Enjoy the day. Really nice, well done. This came from the same system. And it's got my name on it twice, and it's personalized, and it's got a signature on it. Like, this was really well done, right?
And approximately the approximate cost on something like that?
That was 37 cents.
Yeah.
And it was likely just set up in an automation system, but it made me feel good. I'm talking about it right now for a reason.
Do you remember who sent it?
Yeah, I'm not going to say the name, but yes, I do.
You remember?
This one, oh yeah, I'll remember this one. Now, the funny thing about that, what you said, only reason I know is because I recognize the signature. This person did not put their return address on it. So there's maybe a little room for improvement on that. But the fact that I still have it, oftentimes I'll get a card, I'll keep around for a day or two, and then it ends up being shredded.
But there's the curiosity part too, where I got this card. Who the heck sent me that nice card?
Right.
And now it's on your mind while you're driving down the road going to get gas.
Right.
Who the heck was that?
Right. That's one of the things about our system. It does not automatically put a return address. So you have to make that part of your card if you want that to be on there. Otherwise, you would never know. And there's some value to that. If you're doing raw prospecting and you don't want all your personal info or on that's a perfect feature then. If you do, you just need to add it. But anyways, yeah. So I'll hold on to that because it's a perfect example of how well done that was. Mm-hmm. And it made me smile. Right. I mean, there's in the universe, another smile was created, which is really good. We need more smiles.
I had a conversation also with our friend Sean Waite.
Yeah.
And
good guy.
He hasn't really dived into that system yet, but he didn't realize some of the things that are in there. I think a lot of people don't realize it. They think, oh, I'm just going to be able to send out cards. Right. No, you can do more than send out the cards and the gifts and all that because it's got that address seeker. You can look people up.
Yep.
You can grab lists and download lists. You don't have to go to Info USA. It's all right there. And the concept of a campaign, you don't just add someone to a campaign. You send them a link for the campaign, and they add themselves to the campaign.
Right. The automation's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a specific link just for that campaign. They fill that one out. They're automatically added, and it's done. It's just amazing. You know?
Exactly.
I have that set up for birthdays. So somebody gets a card right away saying, thanks for joining my club. And then they're automated in the system for a birthday and a half birthday gift. And I don't have to do any work. And I love it because when they get it, that's when I know it was their birthday, because they always send me a message.
That kind of campaign, I've got a couple of different ideas that I was going to implement for the event industry back then. Because I like constants and variables.
Okay.
Like the return address, I like it keeping it blank because it's a variable. You can change it. Maybe if my address might change, and all that. It's a variable, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, sure.
The constants are your birthday. Everybody here that's listening right now has one. And there's only 12 months in the year that you can pick. And then if you wanted to get into the woo element of it, there's the zodiac signs that you could tie in. And those are also constants. If you wanted to niche down and find, it's the month of the Gemini.
Sure.
Come to our restaurant and get free hors d'oeuvres. You could do promotions and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it's a constant that you can depend on, unless the person's dead.
Yeah. Unless you're dead.
When you send a card and you reroute to someone else to say, I'm sorry.
And then it gets returned. One other thing I would say about that system, I talked to somebody that's a website designer earlier this week. And it was more of just a connection, actually through AGC, a new member that just joined, and we connected, had a Zoom. It was a great call. I want to learn more about their business, and they want to learn more about what I do in my life. And I was able to share that. So you're prospecting likely on the internet and everywhere else for trying to find businesses that need a refresh or a website, right? Yeah. So I said, here, let's do this. Take a look. And went into the build a mailing list. So you can go in there and pick any industry you want and pick whether they have a domain name or not. If they don't, that's a pretty good target, right? To drop a mailer on them because they don't have a recognized domain. Say, I can help you with this. And he was just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what I need. So
we're talking about this. I'm going to pop this little thing up here, this bannerseason.com/MagicBrad for those that need to know. And for those that don't know, Banner Season is changing their name to mailboxpower.com, still /MagicBrad. So there's some consistency there. Yeah. And I've got this domain, if someone's interested, that's consistent, to Season4Giving.com. Yeah. In case anyone's watching this and wants to know, now they know.
Yeah. And I'm glad you shared that, because this is the month. If you have considered it, ever needing a system for just dropping a card to somebody, right? Or to send a package or whatever it is. If you sign up for a retail account this month, a free account, you will maintain the free portion of that into next year. If you wait until January 1, a retail account's going to cost you $9 a month.
Right.
And so this is the time to do it. And better yet, if you're going to send any holiday cards, you're better off signing up for a free trial for the gold to get the discounts. And then if you need to back it down, you back it down. But one of those two options, like literally, there's no reason not to have a free account. I haven't understood that. I haven't figured that out when I talk to people. I was like, well, why wouldn't you just create an account now? Just to have, just in case, for free, but whatever. A lot of people don't see the value, I guess, and that's okay. But those that do, boy, they use the system really, really.
A lot of the reason they don't want to do a free account is because free accounts are everywhere. They just don't realize what's behind this free account. There's a lot of value there. So I think it is worth a username and a password, email address, get in and get one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even so, the $9 is going to be minimal.
Well, yeah, it's your Netflix subscription kind of, to be able to send things on demand that have no additional branding and all that. It'd be worth $9 for me. I know that. So,
well, we're coming up on 20 minutes, and we all keep these kind of short because people have that commodity of time where you don't want to take too much of people's time, but they can tune into the Magic Brad Show if they have other interest. I've got that somewhere here too, right here. That's what it is, themagicbradshow.com. And I'm going to put you in the green room. Then if you'd stick around, again, I wanted to have a conversation because I want to talk about real estate.
Sounds good, man.
Helping real estate agents. They need some help right now because, like I said, they're used to going out and showing their lovely face at cocktail parties and networking events, and now help.
That's right. Well, thanks for the opportunity, Brad. Always good to chat.
I'll check in with you soon.
All right.
There he goes. I made him disappear just like that. Bo is gone. He's virtually gone. He's still in the green room eating those virtual M&Ms. And we've got some croissants back there, I think, and some cheeses and stuff. It's all virtual. Tastes like air. So that's it for now. Tune in next week. Bo and I will be on again talking about gratitude. And you be good, be safe, be kind, be nice, be friendly, and show people that you care. That's important. So thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. See ya.